I always find myself ending up back here. In the end, where did that leave you? Right back to me. I'm thinking about playing Minecraft again. My hardcore world is still incomplete.
Tell the difference. Consider that charcoal had the same texture as coal, and it wasn't until a few updates later that charcoal would get its own texture like this. But really, they both burn for the same amount of time and they have the same use, so there wasn't much of a drawback for getting them confused. Although I guess it would have been confusing to try and stack both of these together in a chest.
Crafting a bone out of obsidian sounds safe, but it's actually stupid. Since, as we see in the April Fool's snapshot called the Love and Hugs update, crafting one of these obsidian boats is only good for you sinking down to the bottom of the ocean. Funny, sure, but definitely not my first choice for sailing. I find these can fly far.
When Minecraft first added its music discs,
Maybe I can play some more Ember Lilies as well.
Those being 13 and Cat. And for my money, one of those is a lot more enjoyable to listen to than the other. But I think it's interesting that they added in something as avant-garde as 13 this Earth. But I'm sure that all the theorists are happy that they've been able to look into the lore for this long.
Splash bottles of water aren't useless, you're just using them wrong. But if you were to throw one of these water bottles at yourself or a friend who's on fire, it'll actually extinguish them, making this a cheap way for some quick relief in the nether. And more importantly, it means that bottle you accidentally brewed up wasn't a total waste.
If you look closely, you'll notice that the chest that's inside of the chest boat isn't the same chest as the one that's inside of the minecart, but rather the chest texture that shows the chest boat is 12 by 12 pixels, while the one in the actual block is 14 by 14. But I guess that just goes to show that those 2 extra pixels weren't all that necessary, because I didn't even notice.
Here's how an axolotl could be an infinite water source, since in Bedrock Edition, it's possible to capture a fish or axolotl in an empty bucket. So you could use this to get an infinite amount of water for your buckets. Just capture the fish mob, place it down, then recapture it. Rinse, repeat, and there you have it.
In Bedrock Edition only, if you were shot by a tipped arrow, you block with a shield, while that would deflect the direct damage that you get from the arrow, you would still get the potion effect from the tipped arrow, which is a bit confusing. But if you think about it, we made these arrows using lingering potions. Maybe some of that lingering effect still exists. And that big why, if you blocked it, you're still gonna get that potion effect. Sorry.
You can grow kelp on almost any solid block. And the reason this works is
I've never met you before.
Actually absorbs its nutrients directly from the water instead of having roots like a regular plant.
Never buy this from a villager, because even though the Woodland Mansion Explorer map might sound like a useful
Jesus Christ.
it could be a ripoff, since as a result of the world
It's actually really useful.
there could be times that you buy this map from the cartographer,
Here,
but the
take
Explorer
some-
map doesn't actually show where the
take some
structure
silver
does
for
exist,
it.
but rather where it would have existed if the generation didn't mess up. And really, it's not that useful to get a map that tells me where a Woodland Mansion would have been, but I was really hoping to find where one actually is. I think I'd rather just use my eyes for this. Of all the tools in Minecraft, the pickaxe is the only one that doesn't have a right-click function. Since we can use a hoe to till soil, a shovel to create pathlands, we can use an axe in our copper blocks, and shears for, well,
Alright,
shearing.
game crashed last time,
I
so-
don't think it's gonna get a use feature anytime soon. Since frankly, I don't even know what that would be.
What was the first item in Minecraft? While something like the apple has a texture dating back before the game's release, it was actually the item arrows that was first added to the Java Edition survival test. And you can fire these by pressing the tab button. And for a bonus fact, skeletons can even fire a special purple arrow.
Let me introduce you to the wonderful world of Ice Bomb Parkour, because in the Minecraft Education Edition, it's possible to create this secret item called an Ice Bomb, which is a projectile similar to an egg, but if you throw it at water, you're able to use it for parkour as well, which is a really fun feature. It's a shame that it's only stuck to this education lab. Of all the items in Minecraft, there's only one that has the word blocks in its name that isn't an actual block.
You can always use a data pack.
Blocks. But that's also
Put it
why
on
sticks out
Java.
like a sore thumb when you type in the
Someone
word
should
block
do
to
it.
the creative menu. Obviously, one of these is not like the others. Here's how to smelt your logs into charcoal without ever needing a furnace. Since if you were to go into a crafting table and put those 3 logs towards a campfire, then once you place it on the campfire and break it, you'll be left with anywhere from 2 to 4 pieces of charcoal.
roof protection.
Sure, it does take 4 pieces of charcoal to get the whole thing rolling, but it's hard to say this isn't a whole lot faster. And once you've done this trick once, you'll have enough charcoal left over to keep doing it again and again. If you were to tweak the game's setup hand to eat some spyglass item, then since this obviously wasn't intended, when it takes a bite out of the spyglass, it creates the missing texture particles, which would
That's
explain
a
these
long
purple
time.
black
Why?
icons
What is
they
up
see.
with that?
Really, I don't blame
Did it
Mojang
did it
for never
critical?
going in and eating particles for the spyglass.
Here's how to get a pet trident. If you have a loyalty enchanted trident and you throw it, it'll follow you until it goes into your inventory. But if you fill your inventory after throwing it, it can't return, so it just follows around the player like this. You can even do this with multiple tridents, creating quite a hectic sight. Look closely, you might be able to spot the difference in these textures. And no, it's not just that one has a fish and the other doesn't, but actually the bucket texture in this sprite is 1 pixel lower than the original. And this is supposedly intentional, since the artist Jaffa claims it's due to the weight of the fish.
This exclusive item is only found in Education Edition, since when you use the camera item or entity, you're able to get yourself the exclusive photo item, which is handy since that game doesn't have a screenshot function. And you can even put the item inside of an item frame, which I think looks great. Definitely a lot better than some custom map art.
Don't feed your parrot a cookie, which is a lesson even Mojang had to learn, since when the parrot was first added to the game, you could use cookies to tame them. However, cookies are actually toxic to parrots in real life, so the code was changed to give them a fatal poison effect instead, reflecting the real world fact.
This might look like a magic wand, but it's actually a sparkler. And the way that we get this is by mixing together chloride and magnesium with a stick in the Education Edition, and actually using different kinds of chloride to give you different colors, such as calcium chloride for an orange one, or tungsten chloride for a green one. And unfortunately, while these give off particles, they don't actually give off any light. And these are really more of a party trick than anything useful. Stop using bone meal. Instead, you gotta use super fertilizer. Strange as it may seem, this is actually an item that Mojang's added to Minecraft. And to even get this, we need to mix together ammonia and phosphorus on a lab table. But from that point, this behaves a lot like old bone meal used to, where we can grow our plants and trees right up to maturity just like that. But it's a lot harder to farm than regular bone meal, so it's gotta be the drawback. This isn't a magic potion, but you might think it was, because when Bedrock Edition first added in honey bottles to the game, they had an exclusive texture that was different from the Java Edition.
That's really got a battery if I...
The game, it was changed
Whoa,
to
whoa.
actually match the same texture.
Dairitsu.
I actually like how this looks a lot.
Man, I wish Dairitsu was colored black instead of the standard brown color.
So it was eventually changed for parody.
It's possible to enchant
Oh well.
recovery compass.
Beggars can't be choosers.
If you have a curse of vanishing book, you can attach it to your recovery compass in an anvil. But obviously this wouldn't do you much good, considering that the compass would disappear on death, and then you couldn't use it to find the rest of your stuff anyway. But it might make for a good prank to play with your friends.
What's more deadly, a wither rose or a magma block? Well, while a wither rose might seem scarier, as you can see from this comparison,
oh, there we
the same
go.
amount of damage at the same time. But if you look down the snake
I was gonna say,
it would take
oh, I don't
damage
have her
from
volley
that
scale.
block, which I'd argue makes the wither rose at least a little bit more deadly.
This isn't leather armor, but actually it's called studded armor. This unused armor set only exists within the data for the items.png image in the game's files. And these specific sprites were ripped directly from Notch's old game, Legend of the Chamber 2. They were removed before armor was ever implemented, making it just an Easter egg.
This fishing rod could be a deadly weapon, since back in old forms of PvP, before the combat update in 1.9, it was possible to use a fishing rod's bobber to stun your enemy, and then hit them with a couple of combos with your sword. And that'd be why if you're on a legacy PvP server, you can see these fishing rods going around. This is the worst piece of armor that's ever been added to Minecraft, but that's because it was a joke. See, in the so-called trendy update from Minecraft's April Fools, there was this item that was called the Angle Monitor, and then if you put it on, it functioned much like the Curse of Binding. You'd never be able to take it off. And it also applied the slowness effect, making it a lot worse than those Curse of Binding boots you found anyway. Oh, not to mention a bunch of annoying messages happening in your chat.
You've likely heard the cat music disc, but did you know there's a secret dog music disc as well? If not, I don't like you, it's hard to find. Exclusively in the Legacy Boxing Edition, there was an extra dog track that played at the end of the cat music disc, meaning the cat music disc in that version was the longest disc in the game.
You're playing in normal difficulty, you sit inactive within a minecart, and then no matter how long you sit there, your hunger bar will never deplete, which essentially gives you a way to do stats. It's pretty boring, so I don't know, just go get some food and go back.
If you were to place a sign on a ladder, then you would lose the time. Now you'll remain mid-air on that ladder without needing to hold the sneak in. But well, eventually this only works on single player, since on a multiplayer server you can't force the game to move.
Here's how to completely ruin a if you were to take the item inside the book and give it a new name before you write anything inside, at that point, you can't write anything inside the book. If you want to rename your manifesto, you just head way after you've written something inside of it, and then rename it that way. Then it'll still function normally.
But Roblox is so expensive, there's nothing to hold it down right. Java edition, Roblox is pressure. All you need to do is press those right. There you go, looks just the same, but this one didn't cost more gold to press.
This item never made made it into Minecraft. But
A single
if you check back
shaft.
in the game's files for Snapshot 19W34A, there was a texture for the crystallized honey
I got
item that was added to the
shafted.
game. But when Snapshot 19W42A came out, that same texture got removed. And apparently this was because, according to one of the
Badly.
Minecraft gameplay developers, it was never actually intended to come out of the game. But it was still fun to get a couple of theories and ideas surrounding them before they were eventually removed anyway.
Be careful wearing an elytra on a ladder, because it's actually possible to start gliding while climbing a ladder. All you have to do
Cool.
is press C
One
and then
extra
jump.
point.
At that point, you can
Good
start
enough.
falling down the ladder. And if you look down too much, you'll even fall fast enough to take fatal fall damage. So really, if you have an elytra, why are you even using a ladder anyway?
Piercing enchantment can be a lot more useful than you think it is, since if you get this on your weapon, then it actually gives you a way to save back on your arrows. Since, as you can notice here, if we shoot a projectile into a wall without the piercing enchantment, we're not able to pick it back up. But with the piercing enchantment, then it actually works, giving us an economical enchantment that I'm happy to see. This arrow was never supposed to exist in Minecraft, so how to begin?
Yo.
By using the give command, you're able to get yourself some custom arrow
That's way
variants
too
like
good.
this one. And there you go, potion variants of arrows that we were never supposed to have can function just the same, even if there's no potion associated with it. And I think this would open up a whole new slew of custom PvP maps that you should try out in the future. And with that, folks, YouTube thinks that you might like this video, so see if they're right and have a good one, alright?
Hello everyone, my name is Pixorix, and welcome back to Empire's SMP. The husks are at my door. I hope you guys are having a good day. Since our last episode, I have become even more advanced. I spent a little bit of time at night when nobody else was on the server wrangling phantoms. I shot them from 2 different angles in the cage that I had built out of glass, and I was finally able to get the advancement that had escaped me in the last episode, killing 2 phantoms with 1 piercing arrow. The other great news is that peace has come to the server. My ally, the Codfather, seems to have made peace with the people with whom he was at war. Mythical Sausage has found his villagers again, and everything just seems to be settling down a little bit, which means I can kind of get stuck into one of the big projects that I've been thinking about for a while. I don't have to worry about threats on my doorstep and pillagers in my storage room, and I can step down here and work on this. Having acquired a beacon in the last episode, I have been digging out an area for what I am calling the Under David for now, or at least David 2.0. This is going to be an area where I'll have a redstone contraption to automatically space out all of the copper that I want to age. And right now, this is also a placeholder. Obviously, all the copper down here has been aged already, but I want to age the size of the area because I did that way we have another 6 rows that we have 13 rows. The copper itself is still going to be quite good, but I might have a couple of tricks
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
This is only 4 rows space I need. I actually need to dig this area down. So all of this stuff is actually going to be floating in the air, and this room is going to be a little bit more hollowed out.
A fucking
Decorating
claw.
is also a factor. Luckily for me, there is a bit of space hollowed out behind here already, which is still occasionally spawning mobs, but we might need to dig out some space back here as well. So it's looking like quite a big task right now, but I'm going to head off and do this probably in the form of a time lapse. Just dig out the rest of this room until I have a little bit more space to work with. Before we do that though, I have to address this corner of the room because there is a ravine and there are a lot of zombies. This should now have been fixed as of Minecraft 1.1, but it looks like a lot of the zombies down there are holding glow ink. And I kind of want all of that glow ink, even though this ravine is potentially going to be a little bit lethal with creepers dropping in on me and so forth. Rather than just shoot them from above and just to get rid of them all, I actually want to acquire all of that glow ink, and maybe we can use it to label up my storage system, which up until now really doesn't have a particularly great labeling system. But I need to shoot a couple of creepers from above just so they don't interfere here, and it looks like the zombies have already spotted me, which should make them nice and easy to get a hold of. So here we are facing down the horde. I'm actually trying to attract the attention of that creeper over there, because if that ends up wandering in this direction, we might actually get it to explode all of these zombies at once. There we go, the creeper is on its way, and let's see if we can block this with the shield and how many of the zombies are going to die at once. Boom! There we go! And all of the glow ink finally be ours. And that was almost a full stack of glowing sacks. Unbelievable. But I'm glad that problem is now fixed in 1.17.1, and I probably saved the server a little bit of lag trouble just by getting rid of those zombies. Oh, and we just got a record from that creeper as well. Incredible stuff. Okay, well, I just need to continue lighting the rest of this ravine up. But I think I've done enough work down here to get rid of the zombies. Let's go to a time lapse and let's clear out the rest of our new factory floor.
Pretty much every weapon in this mod, the swords, the melee weapons at least, got triple durability. With a few exceptions, like the tree branch remains the same durability. The rusted weapons also, and oddly enough... Oh, my inventory's full.
Hey folks, welcome back. Even with a beacon, it takes a while to dig a hole this size, it really does. I've ended up moving the beacon to the other side of town in the end. It's no longer under my storage system, which you might have heard just then. It's taking away all of the blocks that we just gathered on this enormous mining session, and hopefully some of those go towards putting together the redstone components, because it is time to do something truly
this would
advanced
imply
for
Guardian Swords
our Empire
originally only
once we
had
are
20
actually going to set up
durability.
our copper aging
That is
field
weird.
right now. And I think with flying machines, the maximum amount of
120,
blocks
that's
we can
40
push
durability.
is
Actually,
9.
yeah,
So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4,
they
5,
seem
6, 7,
right.
8, 9, this is going to be the
I
starting
forgot
area where the
that
blocks are ready to be pushed
durability
down
really
the room.
did
I have
just
to make
used to
sure
be
that we've
super
got a
low.
bit of space here.
Alright, I'm
And
saving
also
just in
probably have a
case.
little bit of space behind for blocks to return. The design of this thing is kind of fun and
What?
kind of tricky and finicky at the same time. So maybe we can move that one block further back. This is once again a placeholder. We're not going to be placing the blocks at floor level. They're going to be a little bit higher than that, but I just need to measure out a couple of things. And now I need to grab my redstone shulker box from my ender chest here, because we need to put together a little contraption. As a flying
Excuse me,
machine is pushing
what?
all of our copper blocks across the room, we're going to have a series of individual redstone circuits that pull them out of the line
Why?
pushed by the flying machine. And this is actually trickier than it sounds. It requires a certain amount of finesse in terms of timing, and if we're detecting the block arriving using an observer, we then have to make sure that the observer is disabled for the rest of the blocks being pushed over the top of it. So it's a little bit harder than it sounds, but basically we have all of the components here. And thankfully the list of components ends up being relatively small. We need a honey block, 2 sticky pistons, 2 redstone torches, 1 piece of redstone dust, an observer, and a redstone repeater, plus a few blocks just for placing some of these components on. To start with, we need to place a repeater here with 2 blocks on either side of it. One of those is going to have redstone dust on. We're going to place a building block above the repeater. We're going to place 2 redstone torches like so, and on top of the redstone torch on the left, we need to place another building block. On top of that is going to go our first sticky piston. This is the one that's going to pull the copper block out of the line as it travels across the room. We need to place an observer facing downwards. There we go, next to that redstone torch is basically the only thing I can place it on. Then hopping up here, we're going to place another sticky piston against the head of that sticky piston facing backwards, and a honey block here. Oh, one more thing I forgot. We need to set that repeater to 2 ticks. I'm not quite certain how this is going to work in terms of server timing, but that's certainly the way it needed to work if we were doing this on a single player world. Now when the flying machine sends a copper block above this observer, the observer is going to send a signal to the circuit. This sticky piston is going to retract it, and at the same time it's going to activate this piston above it, which pulls this sticky piston back. This is what disables the observer now doing anything, because this sticky piston is no longer connected to the circuit. So if I do anything at all with this observer, it's not going to do anything. And this is crucial because the rest of the blocks on the flying machine are going to be traveling over the top of this observer. So our flying machine is going to push 9 blocks down the room, and there are going to be 9 of these circuits built 4 blocks apart, each trapping 1 copper block in them at a a time. And if we want to, we can build these circuits back to back, but still keep the copper blocks aging 4 blocks apart.
Alright,
We will
let me
get
try
hold of
this
some
again.
slime for this, so I'm going to have to pay the Codfather a visit, because slime blocks are going to be essential to having these circuits back to back, whilst having the honey and slime not stick.
Okay, it works now.
Then
Why?
once the blocks are done aging and we want to remove them from the cells again, we need to run a redstone repeater into the side of this block, because that's going to disable both the redstone torch sat on top of the block, and it's also going to power this redstone dust, which is going to depower this redstone torch. Now once the block is pushed out of the circuit, this sticky piston retracts immediately and it prevents the observer from creating a clock. And now with this entire circuit disabled, once again if we do anything to this observer as the flying machine returns collecting all the blocks from these cells, it's not going to do anything else to the circuit, which is going to cause a problem for us. To prime the circuit again, all we need to do is unpower this redstone repeater, and now the machine is ready to collect blocks again. And we should at that point have had all of the blocks collected up by the flying machine and arriving at the location where they started, or probably a little bit beyond, just so the flying machine can reset its position and it will be carrying the copper blocks on the opposite side of the flying machine. It's going to end up in this area behind here, which once again means I'll probably need to dig out a little bit more underneath my storage room, but that should lead to us having a collection area for all the copper blocks. Now, as you might expect, this is going to require us to craft a decent amount of redstone and components, most of which are not a problem, but I think I might need some sticky pistons, and we're definitely going to need some slime to zero these circuits back to back. So I think it's probably time to take a trip to the swamp. Hello!
Hello? Oh, there you are!
Hi!
Hello?
Godfather, my closest ally, my good friend.
How are you? I'm good. As you probably heard, I had a little bit of dramas.
I gather the disc has been returned. Does that mean we've won?
Let me just show you what happened as I got the disc. So if you just follow me this way, I basically got a fake disc from Sausage. And I went back as I got told it was fake. So I was running all the way back to his, quite angry. And then I spotted Gem, Sausage, and Quip just chilling over in these trees, just over here. Well, that's a bit strange. Chilling together. And then this happened. They decided to separate us.
Whoa!
As they put it in quotation marks, bring peace to us. I don't know if this brings any peace, but a whole ravine is in between me and Sausage now.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I did get the disc, by the way. He gave it to me after they did this.
Well, that's good.
So I kind of won, but didn't at the same time.
I feel like it might be wise not to mess with people who've got enough firepower to create an entire ravine next to your base. So I feel like a tactical victory on your part to get the disc back and not be messed with.
I want to check back after the ancient
the
set.
level of explosives. There is very great. I'm kind of tempted to sneak a little bit of this copper that I'm noticing on the border of Mifflin
I'll
now.
do it.
I'm
I'm not going to get it.
just going to hop over.
so you might as well.
I'm going to hop over and casually grab some of this, because I'm currently working on a copper aging facility over at my empire.
I may as well,
which is
this is
going
kind
to
of
be redstone
important.
automated using a little bit of technology that I've been cooking up in the background. And so one of the reasons I wanted to come over is to see if you had any slime available for me to grab.
I do. I owe you slime as well. This is the honey bit.
Oh, yes.
I actually owe you some slime as well. If you follow me, I'll grab you some. I do need your help after with something. I would normally do it, but I actually haven't got any like potions and blaze rods. But I haven't been to the Nether and like all of that stuff.
Right.
So I do need your help possibly. If you can help me kill some. Well, make some villagers zombie villagers and then kill them to keep the trade.
Yes, absolutely. I brought some arrows of weakness for that very purpose, so we should be good.
Do you like this, by the way?
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. I like the little shared approach. It's very fun.
Did you want to wait there or come down? It's up to you.
I'll come down. I want to see whether this slime is being produced. It sounds like the slime's in there, so clearly it's working okay.
Yeah. And look, we've got slime in here.
Oh,
You have slime in here.
how wonderful!
Lots of
Yeah,
slime.
that's pretty productive. I like that.
Yeah. How much did you need?
I was thinking about a stack of blocks, if that's okay. So
This
if
is
I
my
just
most
grab one
defensive
row
combo
of this-
now.
You've got the room to do it, yeah.
Yes, absolutely, and I hope you put the honey to good use as well, because
I did, yeah, I did. I can actually show you how I put the honey to good use.
yeah, go
You
for
can
it.
probably guess what I did. It's to do with villagers. I'll let you see it.
It is night time.
Oh,
already.
nice! This is perfect then.
I'm gonna keep my bow at the ready. I already saw a couple of
Okay.
creepers. So I'm like,
Right, if we head over here, here are my villagers. You can see how I put the honey to good use. Look.
right,
Stuck in
okay,
there.
yeah, making sure they can't jump out. That's very, very good,
Yeah.
very clever. I like it.
So the villagers I want to cure, like the zombies to cure, is this one here. Oh no, not him. This one, because he has bending.
Ah, right, yeah.
And unbreaking. So that one and this one here.
Okay, well, assuming
Lovely.
there are going to be some zombies around, we just got to
Charge attack stamina is actually way
make
too
sure that they
useful
can climb over and get to these guys, which I
in this
think
mod.
they should be able to
If
do.
we just remove one of these, then it should be fine.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good point actually. Do you have a bow that doesn't have lots of enchantments on
Really?
it? Because we're going to
I've
need.
got infinity.
Okay, yeah, we're going to need to make sure that we don't have like a power bow because yeah, my bow could potentially one-shot some of these lads.
Come on, Mr. Zombie.
He's just being a weirdo, isn't he? He's
Big
been.
reddies. Oh, there he is.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
Well, now he's in here attacking me, but I'm.
I should go kill the next henhouse I see.
Oh gosh!
This is.
How am I getting you out of here?
This is a situation. Can you break the block behind me and I'll try and like back out of this little
Okay,
move.
ready.
Right, and now the villager is trying to run away. No. Now he's laying out. I feel like it's always the best way to do this is to grab some blocks together. I'll grab like a long repair those later.
Hey, look at that!
Well, we got two of them. It looks like we'll only need one, so I'll take care of this lad at the back. And all we really need to do is just row them into a safe place and leave them. That should take care of that. Just row them into a safe place, probably to clear out the other mobs in this area once this zombie is contained. Casually row him up to the villager, but he should be able to attack him.
Do we need to get them in the same boat or not?
I don't think we need to try that. Try to do this very carefully so I don't damage either of them. There we go. Alright, now should...
The roof's protection is now ready to roll.
Wait, is he supposed to be in front of the zombie? I'm not sure.
I think the zombie should still be able to hit him, but let's find out, I guess. If I throw you the arrows of weakness now, so I'm not accidentally shooting stuff with these. There you go. Should you half a
Where the hell
second?
is Tyrese?
Yeah, well, in that case, probably just take them both out. If I open the honey block shoot, stop them from leaving. Right, and now it's about on my side. Yeah, hopefully, I'm going to find the street.
My man. Manning is terrifying.
And the zombie just doesn't care. He's just kind of sort of hanging out over there. I think try getting up into a tree. The problem is zombies can track players from really far away. Do you have any name tags?
Probably not, no.
I have a couple of name tags in here, so I'm going to name this zombie. Now we'll try and keep that zombie alive if we can, if we want him to zombify someone else as well, but if we go out of the area, then it should reset to aggro, and then he'll start attacking the villager. Hey! It seems to have worked.
Hey!
Alright, so all we should need to do now, we need to get the zombie out of there, ideally, because otherwise he'll start attacking the librarian while just curing. So this is going to be the tricky part. You see if you can get one of them, is one of them going to get aggroed on you if you're close enough. Because if one of them is aggroed on you, then we can kind of split them up.
Hey, look at me! Look at me! I know he's got full netherite. Please, look at me!
I think it's probably going to be better for us to just kill this zombie and get another one.
You reckon?
Yeah, so,
To be fair, it won't be that hard to do. Goodbye, Mr. Librarian.
and hello, other Mr. Librarian. So, yeah, you may as well put the trapdoor back in there, and if you've got the weakness arrows, just make sure they're either in your offhand or on your hotbar. You don't have any other arrows on you. And then shoot him as lightly as you can, ideally, just so he doesn't take too much damage. and then just be ready with the golden apple right away. There we go. There you go. You got it. All right. So we just gotta wait for that land to cure, and then we'll lure another zombie in with the other librarian, and then you've got 2 cured villagers. Unbreaking is the one. I always have such trouble getting unbreaking out of librarians, so that's going to be a hot commodity.
Has anything else happened between you and Sausage or not?
He did kind of stage an assassination attempt over at my base, but I think that was before you guys had your peace treaty, your peace ravine. So he just left a bunch of pillagers around my base and they tagged them all so they would despawn, but you know, they basically shot each other in the back enough waiting for me to get there that they weren't really a big deal. I handled them pretty easily.
They handled themselves.
Sausage.
Yeah.
Gonna win.
I mean, he's trying. He's trying his best.
He is
but
right, yeah.
to be honest, I'm more worried about Quinn because he seems to be the one with the more explosive tendencies.
Yeah, he was the one who supplied all of that TNT. I don't know how he got Jem to go and fight it. I have no idea.
Maybe
that happened.
Maybe as a wizard, I think Jem likes the firework displays.
Explosions.
Yeah. It's all about like magic sparks and things like that. But I think maybe is lulling her into a false sense of security. But honestly, I'm a little bit worried about Quip in general. I feel like he's gonna turn out to be the villain of this whole thing. I imagine.
Cannot.
So you're gonna need to cure him because that way you're the one who gets the discounts. I can't see any discounts on that guy over there at all. So it is really like per player. Yeah, I think that guy should be fine for you since you cured him.
Give me your guts.
Yeah, that's the stuff I want.
Battery, finally.
There anyway. There he is. There you go. Yeah, so I was keeping an eye on the Iron Golem. He got really close for a second. He got up to about where the Nether portal
Let's
is.
just run.
And I was like, he's gonna come down and see him, but no, he should be fine. So yeah, just as long as I end up wandering in this direction and spotting the zombie while he's curing, you should have a cured librarian.
So much for your help.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, keep the arrows, and if you want to do any more of this, you kind of, you know the technique at this point. But honestly, I get those arrows from Fletcher's in a village near mine, so
Urbosa's Fury is ready.
I have an unlimited supply of them as long as I've got emeralds and arrows to spend. So amazing. Yeah, it should be good. Thank you for the slime. I'll be putting this to good use, and when the copper aging facility is fully complete, I will have to give you a tour because
How annoying.
pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna get going, but enjoy your librarians. So following that little trade with the Godfather, I'm glad he managed to get his villagers cured. I now have enough slime blocks in place and a couple of the circuits figured out that I can now show you exactly how this is going to work. The cool part is you can actually space these 4 blocks apart and have a slime flying machine or a honey block flying machine running in between 2 of these, feeding 2 lines of copper into the machine at once. I'm going to show you one line and then I'm going to show you the other line with regular copper blocks. So these blocks are actually going to be in the circuit aging while I build out the rest of the facility here, but it's looking pretty bare bones right now. This thing is going to be spectacular when it's done. The thing I am running short on right now is quartz, so I need to go and gather some more of that from the nether, get some more observers, but I'll grab 2 observers from here so I can just build out this first flying machine. The flying machine is going to function much the same as they normally do. We've got 2 observers facing towards the pistons on either side, grabbed by those honey block stems. The only thing we need to be aware of here is that the copper blocks need to attach to the honey blocks on the side, so they are slightly offset from each other, but the rest of the circuit should work pretty well. There we go, we've got 9 blocks on each side of this, and now hopefully if I activate the flying machine by placing another block here, let's use a honeycomb block as our starter, you'll see that the flying machine actually pushes on both sides, and as the machine flies down the room, it's going to capture individual copper blocks in the cells to either side. Like I said, I'm short on observers. That part of the circuit there didn't have an observer in it, which is why this one hasn't collected a block and it's taken it all the way down to the end. But each of these other sections of the circuit will block out of the line being delivered by the flying machine, and when it reaches the end there, the left-hand side of the flying machine doesn't have any copper blocks left in it. Just for the sake of example, I'm going to collect this one block that didn't get collected at the start because of the lack of observer in that first circuit, and we'll keep these copper blocks here aging. They will be aging separately. Once I pull this lever, all of those blocks in a row get pushed back out.
Huh? Someone turned off the power, the lights here. Never mind.
To the line of the flying machine to be collected by the honey blocks when they make their way back down here. And now if I activate the flying machine again by placing a honeycomb block on this side this time, it'll go back down the line and collect every single block it passes. And we could have it do that automatically when all of these blocks have aged. I haven't quite figured out that part of the circuit, but as long as it has some place that we can retrieve the blocks from, in this case I'm just going to mine them up as the flying machine returns. The flying machine will come to a stop here again and be able to be sent back down the line again with a full load of copper blocks once we've retrieved the aged ones. Now once they're all aged, we either have an automatic system to detect that, or it's a lever that we can pull here manually, and all of the copper blocks will be retrieved from their holding cells and sent to a collection area where we can mine them all back
Since
up
we're
there
already all the way
and
over
retrieve
here.
them. I'm thinking we'll go with the manual solution for now, mostly because I don't have an automatic collection mechanism in mind. I don't want to blow the blocks up with TNT and have them collect in a hopper.
Before we teleport
I'm
into
worried
the
about
forest.
creating a little bit of loss, blowing up some item entities here and there or something, and honestly, a compact counting circuit to count how many times the copper block has aged and then ejected automatically isn't super easy to fit into the space that I've got here. It ends up interfering with the flying machine, or you can't tile it back to back with the other circuits in the system, and there are a couple of different solutions to it, but I don't quite feel like the technology is there for me. I am going to be working on that though, so maybe we can make an upgrade to this facility in future, but for now I'll settle for just getting the entire thing built out and filling this room with row after row of back-to-back copper aging cells. Okay, here's a quick update for you. Progress on the project has been going remarkably well, although I have just stumbled into a cave entirely full of creepers, and hopefully they are taking care of themselves. But yes, I've basically completely run out of redstone, and I'm now slightly regretting the fact that I threw all of that deep slate redstone whip into lava instead of just fortuning it and keeping it for myself. So I'm on a bit of a caving run here to grab some more redstone. Normally I'd trade it from clerics or something like that, but I don't really have access to enough clerics to really get this much redstone this fast. But luckily for me, I've stumbled upon a pretty nice set of caves, and I'm hoping that as I explore
I remember there's a Hennock
encounter
nearby.
more redstone ores. Punch back in this direction. I'm going to grab a little bit more of the copper that I see around here before doubling back, retracing my steps and getting all of the redstone ore that I just saw down by a patch of lava. Here we go. This little patch here actually has a whole bunch of it, which is really quite nice. We've got some over there, we've got some in the wall here. I would not be surprised if we come away with a couple of stacks of redstone blocks from this, and yeah, when this really starts to open out into ravines and stuff, I get a little bit cagey about the amount of drop creepers that are clearly waiting around here to stop me in the middle of mining up all of this redstone nearby. But it's looking like there is enough redstone around here that I'm able to get at least the bare bones of the contraption finished. So I'm going to grab a little bit more of this from around here, grab the diamonds while I'm at it. Hello, beautiful. Double back around here and grab these diamonds as well. Yeah, there we go, we've got 10 diamonds from that so far, not bad. And I've apparently run out of torches, so I'm going to regroup a little bit here, see if I've got anything else I can use to make torches. But if not, we'll head back and continue working on the machine. And as soon as it arrived, it was all gone again. All gone into this. David 2.0, the Copperfield reimagined and automated. And I think we have done it. So what I've got going on here is row after row of flying machines, which don't have any copper blocks attached to them yet. And I'm still working on how exactly I'm going to be placing some of these blocks. The firing mechanism, the launch mechanism, is also kind of temporary, and the lighting leaves something to be desired because mobs are still spawning in weird places in here. But once we have all the decorations figured out, hopefully we shouldn't have to worry about these occasional intruders. And in the meantime, I have been itching to test this thing out. We also have a retrieval mechanism which I need to deactivate. And there we go, the whole machine is now primed to receive copper blocks, and I don't think I actually have enough copper blocks to load the entire thing up, but we will see how we do. I am down to my last pieces of redstone dust and a fair few redstone blocks. I have barely any
That one's
slime
easy
left.
enough.
In fact, I think I used up majority of it on some sticky pistons for the rest of the circuits here, and there are still some traces around the edges of the room which don't quite have all of the components in place yet. I also need to work on getting some more terracotta smelted up so that I have some more of this magenta terracotta indicating which direction the
That's one to
lines go.
9.
But overall, I think this is ready for
Oh,
a
fuck,
test.
I gotta
So what I'm
climb.
going to do is hold down here temporarily.
Hey,
attach
bruh.
9
I really
blocks
need
to
another.
each of the arms here. One side, one block ahead of the other, but that should be absolutely fine. I'm thinking what we want to do, once we have this whole thing set up and there's a floor here and
Piece
everything,
of gear
is to
that
set up a series of target blocks that I can look down and place
Maybe I can
all
just
the
buy
blocks
it.
against without even thinking about it. I'm going to smelt up every piece
Man,
of
it's so
copper that I have.
expensive,
I'll
and
smelt some of this
the
magenta
chance of me
terracotta
finding one
from my stock that I traded from the King of Misalia. The rest of the
possibly
stuff that was down there
rare.
was also traded from a stonemason villager in a nearby village who happens to trade me the magenta stuff. But yes, here we go. Here is our first batch of copper blocks to be put through the automated system. And with the copper blocks loaded up, 4 left over, we are ready for our first test. This thing is now about to separate out 90 copper blocks from these 10 rows of copper into individual 4-block spaced cells. And yes, there are still a few creepers striding around the mechanism. We're going to have to do some weapons-grade mob spawning on this whole place. But with this one button, we can launch the machines, and off they go, delivering the copper to the cells. And it looks like each one of the cells is doing its job. We can see them pulling the copper away from the flying machines, and they should come to rest docked at those obsidian stations right at the back of the room there. The last few blocks are sliding into place. The spiders are spawning out there, and we have done it. We have spaced out all 90 of those
Are you
copper
kidding me?
blocks with an automated system. It took every piece of redstone I had. We have made it happen, and now the auto-aging process can begin. We need to pull that lever once through its range, and then we retrieve and brought back to the station. By that time, we should hopefully finish being out here in the light field. Collect the blocks that I think that is a roaring success. 2 stacks of copper. Automatic engaged. All we have to do is place it in rows, and the machine takes care of the rest. And that is, I think, so much time.
Oh hey, a rest star.
Blocks out there in the desert, and once this whole facility looks decorated, it is going to be
Give me guts.
incredible. But folks, I
No
am
guts.
prime out of time for this episode. Look at everything we've accomplished today. Look at how many mobs want to spawn and get a piece of the action in here. I need to do
Damn
so
it.
much lighting, so much decorating, and this is probably going to occupy me for the rest of the week. But folks, thank you so much for watching this episode of Empire's SMP. The copper blocks are already aging, and one of them, back there, seems to have already fully aged. It's wild. But that is it from me. My name has been Pixelrose. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Save and do this. Electric resistance is far more useful. I hope the game doesn't crash. Manly. I don't have any bows. Swords are a really deadly weapon, especially effective against scimitars. Ganon knew what he was doing. You're kidding me. Wrong with that shield? I can't really do this thing. Oh, cool. Delay. Fuck. No. Whew. That was brutal.
Oh? Oh. Hmm.
Princess of Hyrule, I accept your
Wait, I can
proposition
just
without
get these.
hesitation.
I forgot. Oops.
Oh. Hmm. Hmm.
I must say, you are an impressive foe. You may now wield Urbosa's fury far more often. You are the pride of Hyrule, hero. Take care of our princess. I'm leaving that honor in your capable hands.
Yeah. Let us save. Kill, reduce. Reduce climbing stamina as well. You gotta love it. Whoa. Never found that car off before. I guess my inventory is full. I have 2 red stars. Huh? What happened to all my shit?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Could this be a glitch in the inventory mod? Perhaps Dark Army Resurrection is at fault? Mayhaps the 2 of them are at fault? Either way, I'm hoping a restart can fix this. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Oh no. What did I set? Oh, there goes my dreams of purchasing anything. Okay then, note to self apparently. Next time I do a divine beast, use up all my items. What the hell, man? No. What is this baloney? Are you fucking kidding me? No, I was gonna upgrade the soldier's armor. I was gonna buy the other parts of the ancient set. I lost too much. You know what? I'm not standing for this. I wanna go to a college tech lab. I was gonna go get my armors. This mod has put me through a lot. A lot of fun moments, but a lot of infuriating ones too, and not the fun kind of infuriating. Let me show y'all something interesting. I have to turn on the mobile hotspot. Whoops, I accidentally changed some of these values. I actually forgot what it's, there it is. Right, so save file 4 seems to be the one I'm after. I already made my save backup. So this lets you edit your save file. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself 5,000 rupees. And I'm fine with my armors being gone. Or I'm fine with my materials being gone. Sure. Fine. But I still want my armor and I want them upgraded. So I'm gonna go get myself 50 of each of the ancient stuffs. That includes the gear, the screw. Okay, fine, 60. It's dark, I can't see. Maybe just 10 of these. And 3 of these. There you go. Okay, I don't know how to delete items, so I guess I'm giving myself a guts as well. Ha? Tagma ka, mami? Okay. There you go. When I come back from this game, I'm gonna get that goddamn ancient set. And no one's gonna stop me. Apart from maybe my luck. Just, place your bets now on how many guardians it's gonna take before I can get a battery.